I ain't gonna lie, I am kind of confused as to KRS-One's position on worldly issues. At one point, I thought and saw him as a righteous, against the system type dude, with the preaching and the history and the blackness. But then it seems like later in life, I view him more as part of these dark, occultic, spiritual, Masonic type things. And it's not that I've attempted to adjust my perspective on him. It just seems like the things that I've become aware of him causes him to appear that way. And now I run across this video that seems to be suggesting that. So with no further ado, I figure let's see what they say KRS-One has been up to.
All right, y'all.
And he got a sneezer hachoo on him. Oh, my mama.
KRS-One turned his head from the dark behaviors in the music business.
A lot of people felt that I was insensitive, that my remarks, like I said, you know, I could care less, I don't care, you know, and I really don't.
He got his start by forming Boogie Down Productions with DJ Scott LaRock. Once joining the Zulu Nation, along with Africa Bambaataa, they gave him a chance to sign a record deal with Sleeping Bag Records. On this label, KRS-One will release the single Success is the World.
On the travel by jet to the south of France. The fine ladies put them in the tram.
Along with DJ Scott LaRock. After this single flop, KRS-One decided to start his own record label, Boogie Down Production. In 1987, KRS-One dropped the first diss record in hip-hop, The Bridge Is Over.
Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Bronx keeps creating it, and Queens keeps on faking it.
In that same year, KRS-One had to give up his homie Scott LaRock. Scott LaRock will be gunned down in front of the High Bridge Project. Shortly after, KRS-One's first album, Criminal Minded, started to climb the chart. After reaping success in the music industry, he would become one of the head pioneers of hip-hop. When hip-hop started to take a turn for the dark side, people came to KRS-One to get answers.
So when people type up all kind of crazy about KRS, somebody said I was down with the Illuminati the other day.
What? That's Jay-Z.
They had facts, everything. Dude had his facts out. Every yo, KRS, the Illuminati. Let me show you. And he had the whole thing laid out. And I'm watching this like, wow, this is crazy.
That's Jay-Z.
And that's Jay-Z. But it makes you think about Jay-Z. And that's Jay-Z. What they say about him.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Hey, for real, KRS, tell him.
Yeah.
Professor Griff, no.
But see, this is the thing. I know what you're talking on, but look at that. If they can say KRS is with the Illuminati and have facts to back it up, imagine what Jay-Z is going through. We give rich people too much credit. Just because a person got money don't mean they got knowledge. No disrespect to the Illuminati, but they kind of over right now. They're not really running shit that they used to. So I don't know if I want to be part of something like that.
Question, you were speaking about how, why haven't they killed you yet, or things like that. I want to speak about Illuminati, and if you believe in that, if it's infiltrated hip-hop, and a lot of people say like Jay-Z, you know, Kanye West, they have affiliations with that, and when you reach a certain level in hip-hop, that they approach you. I'm wondering if anybody has approached you on that, if you're working with them, because some people I've heard say they believe KRS-One is a Mason or something like that, and if you didn't mind speaking on that, and what your thoughts are.
Yeah, well, where do I start? No, I'm not a Mason. Let's start there. I studied Freemasonry, though. Studied for about 20, well, coming up on 20 years now. Studied Freemasonry. I've known Freemasons all my life. They trust me with their secrets. They trust me with their symbols.
There's absolutely no way he can sit there and tell you he's not a Mason and then declare with a straight face that they trust me with their secrets. That's an oxymoron, does not exist. He's either lying about their trust or under false pretense believe that they trust him. He thinks he knows the secrets, or he's a motherfucking Mason. Only other way around it.
They trust me with their knowledge. I'm considered a 33-degree Master Mason.
But you're not a Mason. See, this is when motherfuckers think they so smart, they can sit there and say stupid shit in front of regular people and it won't be recognized. This is straight garbage, bullshit, playing both sides of the coin. He is declaring that he's a Mason while saying he isn't.
but I'm not a Mason. I'm sort of what you would call an honorary member because I understand the truth. Masonry is not the Illuminati. Freemasonry is, or was, and originally started off as what science would be called today. Back in the days, there were several sects that knew the truth, and they would put that truth into whatever craft they were practicing at the time.
After dropping this knowledge, KRS-One will open up a school to teach people about hip-hop. In 2017, hip-hop will catch a black eye. A man by the name of Hassan Campbell will come out and accuse Africa Bambaataa, the creator of hip-hop, of doing some heinous things to him when he was a teenager.
Oh, man, we all knew that was like that, man. Hold on. There ain't no goddamn secret about no shit, man. He always did that shit, man. I knew the from damn near 40 years. Lance Taylor is his name. His name ain't no Bambaataa, man. I don't even know who gave him that, but.
So, my brother.
Sandra Kambata.
I'm going to ask you, if you knew this all this time, why would you allow him to get away with that? You know?
Man, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I didn't hang with him. I wasn't his follower, though.
Okay.
I was one of his followers, man. I ain't, listen, to each his own, man.
After my situation that I went through with him, I still dealt with the Zulu Nation, but I wasn't sitting around waiting around to see what more games he was going to be playing with little boys. I just stepped the away from him.
After the individuals came out about Africa Bambaataa, KRS-One was put on a spot about his mentor. He would go on the interview and spin the narrative about Africa Bambaataa. Some people say he was an advocate for pedophilia, being that he had this song with these creepy lyrics.
I'm 25, shuffle kind of me. I'm only 13. I need a quick escape. A statutory, but she was.
A lot of people felt that I was insensitive, that my remarks, like I said, I could care less. I don't care, and I really don't. Like,
what is it you don't care? You don't care about the victim's statement, or you don't care about the narrative that's followed?
Let me go deep into it then. There is a professional statement that I can make that's sincere, and that's the statement that I actually made.
So if they're human, and isn't part of being human, being humane to those who have the courage to step forward into an enormous arena?
No, these people work for the FBI. This is a whole different thing we're dealing with. Anyone who has a problem with Africa Bambaataa should quit hip hop.
What I've just got to state to you.
Okay, after that, then what? That's not the remedy to the issue that they have internally. Or actually, that could be one move to make. We give you that. But then what? After that, they have a problem with him, remove himself from hip hop, and then what other recourse do they have? Oh, wise one.
That you cannot just dismiss.
No dismission. No.
But when you say you could care less, that's exactly how it's.
No. Let me tell you what I can care less about. Accusations and gossip. KRS does not get involved in that. Show me the evidence, and I will definitely have justice done.
But if it's historical, the evidence is very hard to acquire.
And why say it?
But often because of the culture,
he's contradicting everything he's ever stood for as a historian. Do you know how many documents and facts and truths about our people have been destroyed and thrown away that we hold dear, people such as himself passed down for generations? And he teaches why you're supposed to retain things in memory, because they do alter it and destroy historical facts. And now he's here saying, why say it if you can't prove it? That's just hypocritical, man. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. Now, if he just in this particular situation said, hey, this is a personal friend of mine, and you can't cause me to change my perspective on him without me actually with my own eyes seeing this type of behavior, because I have spent years developing a whole nother opinion of his character, then that would be understandable. But to say, why say it if you can't prove it, even if we know so many experiences, especially traumatic experiences, especially years before cameras were everywhere, took place with no documentation. And now all those people supposed to just fuck up, right? Yeah, all right.
Upon which you'd have to enter to actually confess.
Rappers like Immortal Technique didn't approve this message. He would go on an interview and counteract everything that KRS-One said.
One more question, man. Gotta ask you about the Africa Bambaataa. Those things have been going around. It's been a few years now. Where do you stand on that? I've been hearing your name around the internet.
I stand with the children. I stand with the victims. I have since day one. I made that 100% clear. I told all the OGs that I...
Hassandra Kambata is not one of those that he's just described.
I consider no man infallible. If somebody want to be upset with that, you know where the fuck I live. You know where I am. I'm not hard to find. And that's not a challenge. That's just me being honest with you, because I've seen everybody that's involved in this thing in one way or another. And the only person I haven't seen in respect to that is Van. And that's because he knows he don't want to be seen. And people are upset and they genuinely hurt. Well, I had to go talk to the people who this happened to. And this was several people that came to me and were like, yo, Technique, our names are being dragged in the mud. They're saying that we did this, that we made this up. And I listened to them, brother. And you know what they told me? They said, we don't want him dead, right? We want him in the book. We want him in the registry. That's his punishment. And I said, oh, wow. And that's when I realized that I wasn't dealing with liars. I was dealing with the people that were genuinely hurt. So I will always stand with the victims. To people out there, it's not a hard choice to make. You know what I mean? And I get it. Somebody made a lot of contributions to it, but a person can lose their God status. No human being is infallible. Nobody is up against that's not something. And brother, I appreciate the question, because you know what? I'm never gonna run from stuff like that. And I'm actually disappointed that a lot of other brothers didn't make their voice known when it was time. But
let me know what y'all think. KRS-One.
I think KRS-One has just exposed itself as a hypocrite in this regard, instead of sticking to the script of ain't nobody bigger than the program, including Bambaataa. He feels as if you have a problem with holding Bambaataa accountable, you should step away from hip-hop versus let's take hip-hop away from Bambaataa if we believe he's done these things to kids. And I am in no way in defense of what Hassandra Kambata has claimed to experience, because I have evidence as a grown adult. The one that he describes that, you know, gets busy, super gangster, he embraced Bambaataa. And I'm not protecting that man's anus that does not protect his own. If you found yourself, since a juvenile, according to you, which I don't believe, out being wild enough to catch bodies, and at the same time, stand next to and be photographed with, be motivated to go and find someone who stabbed Bambaataa, it's nothing else to talk about. And anybody who allows this dude to drag them into that saga and act as if it's credible, I think need to do some checking up here. Mental is not on point.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
That hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.